It's the art of making people feel good. Hello, everybody. It's Pamela Sylvan. And guess what? We are on day number 8 of the Mojo Communication Series, an 8-part series to help bring out the irresistible you in all situations, whether it be for business, social situations, friends, family, whatever. Now, let's dig into making people feel good, the art of making people feel good. It's such an important thing because no one has really ever taken the time to teach us how to do that. We go out into the world, we do the best job we can, modeling the behaviors of other people we've seen, good or bad, we don't even know. We just see the results of how we interact with one another, don't we? We're sort of bumping into each other at times and hoping for the best. And I hope this 8-part series has at least given you a good start towards changing things for the better for yourself if your communication style was a little bit stagnant or stale. So, what do I mean about making other people feel good? We all have the ability to do that. We just haven't been taught how to do that. We have our minds, our past histories, our experience, our careers, our jobs, everything about us, our uniqueness, all is part of what we will bring into any situation to help the other person feel really good in our presence. One of the things as human beings, we have this ability or the tenacity to run into each other. We want to show our bigness and we want to show our worthiness and intimidate each other with our knowledge, our words, our experience, our toys, our stuff, our money. And that doesn't really go too far to help the other person feel comfortable, does it? I mean, you've been in situations where you've been in the room and people are trying to intimidate you with their style, their clothing, their stuff, maybe even the person on their arm. But that is not what I'm talking about here. In whatever situation you find yourself, the billionaire or the beggar, it's up to you to be mindful about other people, and that's how you attract other people. I love it when other people take their mind off themselves and place it in the person in front of them. So that's what I'm asking you to do today. One way, embrace your flaws and insecurities. We all have them. No matter how we show up, we all have those flaws and insecurities, don't we? Point them out a little bit, make fun of them so other people can see that you're just like them and that you're not on this lofty pedestal that they might have deemed you to be. Bring yourself down, come down to, I would say, ground level with everybody in the room. Determine where you are, proper context, we talked about that yesterday, and determine who you're speaking to. Now, don't beat yourself up. This is not what I'm talking about, but we all have things about ourselves. I always talk about my list, but I make a joke about that. I could make it a big deal and be too scared to even come on video and talk. But you know what? Who cares? It's part of Pamela, so I'm going to bring it up and make light of it. And, it puts people at ease because maybe they've noticed that I have a list, but they don't know what to say about that. Well, I've opened the door, right? Let's talk about that. So that's what I mean. It's to make people feel good and in starting conversation with people. We have this awkwardness about starting conversation with people. Find something either in common with them or something to make mention of. I always look for something good in everybody I meet, whether it's something they're wearing, I'll point it out to them, or something that they've done, or maybe we're just having a common experience in the restaurant or the lineup or wherever we are, and we'll laugh and talk about that. But learn and practice to put people at ease. Learn to start the conversation first and learn to take it along by asking pointed questions. Don't make them uncomfortable and drill them like an army sergeant, but ask questions from a place and a point of interest with people. Let them start to open up. People love to talk about themselves. Give them an opportunity to do that by asking them pointed questions and learn to expand on the questions you ask. We all ask the same question. What's your name? Where you're from? What you do? Learn to ask better questions, more meaningful questions. Instead of asking where you're from, say, I grew up in Toronto. I had it was a great experience for me. This is where I went to school. I hated the restaurant down the street. It was this McDonald's or something, and I had a milkshake that, made me vomit. Never had a milkshake again. What about you? Ever have one of those instances? And, they all use their memory to try and dig up something equally as interesting. So learn to talk in a way that shows interest. Don't just throw out the same old things everybody does. I mean, How are you? Fine. And that's how we go. And we wonder why we're not making any headway in our conversations. Okay? So learn to be with people. Learn to be with yourself. Learn to be with people. The next thing is to use your voice. I talked about that, I believe, in video number 2 of this series. Learn to use your voice. Modulate your voice up and down. Increase the volume of your voice when you're in the room with people, and show interest. You show interest by bringing your voice down. When I lean in and I lower my voice, it shows people that I'm interested and I want to hear what they're saying. And keep your eyes on them. Don't be looking over their shoulder to see who might be more interesting or more beneficial for you to go talk to. Finish up the conversation with the person that's in front of you first. You know, tell them that you're going to be going, and maybe shake hands, exchange contact information if you have to. But you really engage people, and you make them feel good by looking at them, leaning in, and using your voice as you're having this conversation. Now, again, don't lean in too far. You don't want to make them uncomfortable, but they feel the cues from you that you're there with them, okay? People, this Mojo Communication series is really about how to make other people feel good. I know I started off this conversation with you about how to fire up and make yourself irresistible. You make yourself irresistible by making other people feel important. That's how it goes. It's a law of attraction. What you put out is what comes back. If all you're doing is coming from a place of ego and a place of taking without giving, people feel that, and the opposite of irresistible happens, and people just want to flee from you, and you don't want that to happen now, do you? Now, this 8-part series is not the end. It's just really the beginning. It's just a taste of what I do as a publicist and a Mojo maker, mentor for people around accountability and getting the entirety of them ready to go out into the world and attract their audience or to help grow their business or whatever it is they're trying to do out there. I just wanted to give a little taste of what it takes and the things to think about. And I have a really good time working with my clients as we uncover the slant in their stories and we put things together for them and to help maybe heal, I call it heal, and warm up the places that they're a little bit cool and need some work on, and put together their media kits and whatever else they need to come out and go out into the world in a powerful Mojo-like way. So I hope the series was able to help you think about some things, whether it be how you dress and present to the world, how you engage people, how you go out into the world, the things you say, your storytelling skills, all of it. I hope it was able to help you see in places where you can help yourself begin to spiral out. At the end, now it's that we're at the end, I have a summary piece that you'll find, the link to it that you can download and go over all the things that we talked about here. The video links are attached and maybe a little bit more information to help keep you going. Okay? And of course, please subscribe to this channel and please share. I'm going to keep coming back to help you guys have an improved experience and become a Mojo maker in your own right. It's been my pleasure working with you on this 8-part series. I'm Pamela Sylvan, the Mojo Maker, and go out and make as many people feel as wonderful as you possibly can. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Bye-bye.